in just 1 year, and I'm really pleased to be here to show you more today. And then looking forward to hear back from you, starting with the Q&A at the end of this session. So please make sure you scan the QR code so that you have access to the pad. And I hope that you like QR codes, because this year there will be many. So I want to start with a little retrospective of what was the POS last year. That was the POS, a really great solution, fully responsive, with a lot of hardware integration, so all the hardware that gravitates around a checkout desk, and one feed in the kitchen with the kitchen printer. And it was great, working well. And yes, we wanted more for this. We wanted more because we've seen that at the end of the day, it was still just a checkout desk solution. And that's what you discovered this morning. It's actually what it is today after just 1 year. It's a complete experience. So we have this self-ordering line that you discovered this morning with self-ordering with your phone or going to a kiosk. For the order preparation, we actually made the printer already available for both businesses, for restaurant and retail, and we came with this awesome, easy-to-use preparation display. You might call it kitchen display if you will, but that's also, as I said, available to retail. And the checkout desk is not at rest. We made it even more performant. You have product combo, you have a new floor plan, the online payment, QR code based still. That's just today with this. It's just to make it simple. It's from the table to the kitchen. It's all digitalized. Just one click, and you have everywhere, everything everywhere. So this year, the Odoo point of sale is not anymore just a checkout desk solution. It's a complete experience, and that's what we can be proud after this year, because that's an amazing achievement. And as you've seen this morning, it's really easy to use. And I will show you a bit with the self-ordering. So I hope that everything will go through, because we have a bit of Wi-Fi trouble today. But if I go, for instance, here, I go to the self-order. I just scan it with my phone, and I want to order, like you seen this morning. I want to take a burger with a Coke. Add it to my cart. Order. Here I will select my table. So there is always two solutions. Either you have one QR code by table, it's already selected, pre-selected with the table, or you want to use the same QR code on all tables, for instance, because I don't know, you want to grave the QR code on some wood piece, and obviously you don't want to make everyone different, because if you lose one, then it's a bit of trouble to have another one. So here, let's say I'm unwinding in the patio, and then I come to pay online, and I have my order placed. So if I go to a kitchen display, I can find my burger here that I place with the self-order, so it's a public user. Here I'm in the kitchen, let's say. I can mark the burger as done. Actually, I want to show you more. I want to show you this on this side, because that's also really useful in this interface, that you see at all time a summary of everything you have in your preparation display. So for instance, you could use those filters just because you want to use the same preparation display on both the kitchen and the bar. And so if I'm in the kitchen, I only want to see the food. And if I'm at the bar, I want to see the drinks. Or it could be also like I'm in the kitchen, I have this full full screen with a lot of tickets, and I'm the one preparing salmon, let's say. And I want to say, I don't want to know that table one took a salmon, table three took a salmon. I just want to know right now, at the moment, how many salmon do I have to prepare. And so I can come on a site, select the product, let's say here with the cheese. Yeah, maybe not the good one, this one. And I see how many I need to prepare and for which table. So that's the power of this preparation display. And then, yeah, you see it's really just going through. You can recall if you made a mistake. I can also show you, because I'm not sure you've seen it this morning, but we have, yep, if you want to show it, you can show this to, if you want to show it to your customer, just have this screen that shows, okay, we are working on those one are prepared, then we have it as well. Another demo I want to make, I can show you in the kiosk. Just open it aside. Yep. Let's take a tablet. Yep. So it's all aligned on all the different interface of this new POS. Here I can actually also make my order. After the order, I want to pay. Here actually it's sent directly because I might want the customer to pay at the counter. So you see, just before we use the mobile and we pay online to place the order. Here actually we can pay at the cashier. So from the POS, yep. So if I come to my POS, since it's the kiosk, it's not using table. So I can find actually the order of my kiosk, load it, and I can pay the order over here. So you see, it's really this whole integration. It's not anymore just one point of sales or multiple checkout desks. It's really like having this end-to-end solution. That's just amazing. And I wanted to tell you more about something here. Yeah, you see that all those orders are accessible from all the POS. And that's the power of this solution. And that's the main point. Because during the development, we came to this. We obviously look at other solution on the market, and we really struggle with this. Well, we didn't struggle. We really faced what the market was suggesting, and we knew that we can offer something more. So if actually we take the example of a food truck, maybe not this one, maybe of a truck like this. Usually, when you meet two person in this truck, one is taking the order, another one is preparing the order. But what if they could just have one generic QR code that they print on their truck? You come, you scan, you place. Inside the truck, it's still two persons, but two persons preparing order, two persons still available to discuss, to answer a question. But it can be really more efficient. But when you see on the market solution, we've seen things like $100 a month for just a kitchen display system. And you don't have a self-order for that price, so we don't even discuss about an integration with accounting. I can understand why we won't see that, why people won't move to such a solution. I can understand also why at some point we heard something during the development, and I hear it a bit before the talk, is why did Odoo make this kiosk things? It's really great, but that's for big companies, and normally Odoo is looking after small companies. And I believe that if we see those technologies in big companies, it's just because they are the only one that can afford it until today. Because today it's affordable. And I believe that we will see more and more, and people will be able to move for this. Because, I mean, it can even be free with the WANA pre-plan. So that's what I found really exciting about these whole things this year. So it's 1 year. It's just a lot of things. I won't be able to go over everything in this talk. And actually, talking about talks, I want to say that here. So I have this talk. There is another talk after for the retailers. I'll try to show as much as possible. But you might have seen in the agenda there is a whole day of post talks that will be tomorrow. In the agenda, you can find them. They have a purple background, so don't hesitate to go for it if you want more in-depth explanation. So, yes, we've seen a different type of service. So I show you the mobile application. So it was a service at table because I selected the table, so people can bring the order at the table. For the kiosk, I pick up. So I got the message on my ticket, please go to the pickup counter. But actually what's important is that it's all usable both ways. So actually I can use a QR code, like I said, on the food truck, a QR code that is just pick up. It's not the guys in the truck will not come to a table to serve you. And with the kiosk as well, I can have a service at table. You just take the kiosk with you at the table. Or you use a table stand just next to it with a number, and you enter it when you confirm your order. And that really should tackle all the use case. That's really something where we found really great. And yes, I want to point out that for everyone who are present in Brussels, I don't know if you've seen, but the main bar here in this hall, in the Hall 7, is actually working with it. So this year, it's not like you are coming to see us presenting, doing a lot of demo, and that's all. Or you came to a booth and we discuss and we show demo. Actually, this year, you can use it. You just go, you touch it. There are 2 kiosks, so you can place order. So any orders that are going through the bar are actually coming from one of those channels, so kiosk for pickup. On each side of the bar, you have generic QR code. So what I've shown earlier, so you can order with your phone, and it's for pickup as well. Or if you want to relax, you want to take time, you can sit at the tables. There are also QR code, and people will bring your order at the table. So that's the thing this year with this bar. And if you look at the bar, you can see really the whole workflow going through. So you can find back your order. Actually, you can see in the kiosk what people are doing. We're in the POS as well, because if you just want to come to the bar and ask for drinks, there will be someone taking your orders. You can see it there. And then you see really the whole flow in the screen above. So enjoy this. That's how of what I can say. For the next, I want to have a word about payments, because I think it's really interesting, because it's 2 news, and both news are terminal-less, so no need to buy any terminal. The first one is this one. So it's simple. For this self-service, we had this payment online that you've seen. Actually, we made it available to the kiosk and to the POS. So obviously, it's not like you will enter the card number on the kiosk. or in the POS, like the cashier will be asked to enter his card number. We are actually showing a QR code that redirects you to the page, to the payment page. So I think I can just show you if I go. I think I made it here, so let's. Oh yeah, let's do this. I want to pay online. Problem if I'm not on the same network, but you know, it's the pleasure of live demonstration. Oh yeah, there you go. So I scan it with my phone, I pay it. So actually here it shows me the QR code on the page of the cashier, because I'm just using widescreen. But if you are using a customer display on the other side, you'll have the QR code on the other side for the customer, and it just works. And that's the pay barcode. And the next one is actually something that is coming up. We are finalizing, so it will be in the next weeks. We will make it still available in 17.0. It's actually an integration we are doing for Viva Wallet. So it's essentially Europe. But the point is that it's tap to pay. So basically, you install the app of the payment providers, and you turn your phone into a terminal. So that's really amazing when you see, I mean, the price of a terminal and sometimes the time it's required to get a terminal because you are starting your business. Here, actually, I would say in 10 to 15 minutes, you can, from scratch, build your business, build your shop or your restaurant, and start receiving payments. So that's really cool. I found. So yes, what's next? Because you've seen all those things, even the product combos. I didn't tell you about the product combos. So let's have this. Because, yup. It was possible before to have product combos, so combo meals, menu, you name it, using kits, but I think we all agree to say that it was not the most efficient way. So we really wanted to have something easy to set up, so both for restaurant and retail, so that you can just specify the different choices you want to present to your customer. So I mean, let's take the menu. So the menu I just use right now, you create a product that is of type combo. You set the price, that would be the price of your combo. By the way, you will use the taxes based on the product you will present inside. And you define your product here. So I've got my different burgers. And actually, you can set extra price, like here with the drink. I said that the milkshake should have €2 extra. And it even works with attributes. So you can have you can make a combo, of product with attributes, or with variant. So it's really all mixing up, and it's maybe I will show you. You know what? We have time. Let's use that time. Or maybe should I play with the? Maybe with the Wi-Fi, I might not go after that. But you see, the same way you selected your product here, you have this workflow, this wizard, and it will just go through. If you came with product with different variants, it will just present you all the variants. You will select it. For all the variants, you can have also extra price. It will take it into consideration. So it's really a fluent way of selecting the product. And I think we cannot make it easier. So, and And that's the point. That's what I like this year, after all those things that we've done, is that it's really simple to configure. It's really simple to use. So it's been a lot of work, obviously, but that's what I like. It's really the simplicity. And by the way, just to mention something that really makes me proud of all this achievement is that we've made all of this with only 10 persons. So that's, for me, the biggest proof of, the hype for me of this year. So yes, let's talk about what next. We've made already a lot of things. So what can come? Actually, we want to continue for the retailers. That's what you see in the next talk. We concentrate on restaurant, even if we wanted to align with the retail. So there are options already for the retail, but we really want to have something really a real experience, because for the moment you can use the shelf and the kiosk as I just presented you, like this in a retail, but in your shop it might not be great that people will not come to a kiosk, select the different product, they will pay, and then maybe you prepare in the back shop. Maybe you want to use really the kiosk like we experienced. You came with your basket with all the stuff. You scan at the kiosk, or why not having a QR code just at the entrance of your shop? You scan it. You end up in this in the self-ordering with a QR code capabilities. You pick up the different product, you scan it with your phone, you come at the kiosk, at the checkout, you present a QR code to the kiosk, and you check out with your card, for instance. That would be amazing, and that's one of the things that we want to do going forward here for the retail. For restaurant, there is something a bit more technical. Maybe I won't make it technical, but we are going PWA, so in the Power Web App. Okay. So you see the Odoo is actually moving out of being an app in Android, being an app in the App Store. It's really being a Power Web App. So you just go to odoo.com, you log into your database, and then you can just hit in your browser like add to home screen, and then you have this shortcut that actually open your database. And we want to have something like this for the POS. Like you select your POS, so you can have different checkout. You open this checkout, one of the checkout, then you hit add to home screen, and for your home screen you can just open directly POS. You don't have to log into the backend. Well, you will have to enter your credentials, but you don't have to go through the backend POS, selecting, opening a new session. It will be like you're on the home screen of your iPhone or your Android, and you just hit the point of sales, you log, and directly it opens the session, and you are in your point of sales. So that would be amazing, because you can have that on a tablet, and each time you start your shop or your restaurant, or if you lose the page, then you can reopen it really easily, and becomes really something efficient. That's also something else that we have next. And for the last point, what is an experience, a restaurant experience, if you can't actually get a table at the restaurant? So that's something that we've added as well, the possibilities of booking a table. So Odoo appointment make it easy to book a table, and Odoo point of sale make it available in the floor plan. So people will come to your website, to the module of appointment, they will select the number of people, the time, and directly you see it in your floor plan. And it goes further than that. In appointment, you can really specify your schedule with multiple services a day. You can define when you are able to put a booking and until when you can cancel. But it goes even further with all the tables. You can define which tables can be physically combined together. So if you get a big appointment, a big booking with many person, you can directly have the tables being selected by a system, and you see it in your floor plan. You know that by that time I need to regroup those tables because I have a big booking that is arriving. And I think that completes really the experience. You book the table, you come to the restaurant, you scan a QR code. You can still discuss with the waiter if you have a question or illness. You place it, it goes to the kitchen directly. It's really all digitalized, and that's what point of sale is today. That's it. I think yeah, we use the time because actually you've got the keynote of Fabien this morning, now this talk, so I guess you might have a lot of questions. So let's use the half an hour that we still have to answer questions. Yep.
I see we already have some few questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to read them out loud. So about the kitchen display, can we, for example, drag and drop the tables in order to change their place in the queue?
To change their place in the queue?
Yep.
So I didn't get the question then. In the floor plan, you can arrange your floor plan all as you want, like before. And actually, we made it even easier this year because, yep, I will show you. Now open. Now I have the edit, and it's even easier. You can select multiple tables if you want, up, and you can move them around. So that's the one of the improvement of this year. But the end of the question, I think, was maybe related to something else. In the kitchen display. Drag and drop the ticket in the kitchen display. For the moment, no. They are shown in a priority order. So the first one is always on top. So you see, you don't miss a ticket that is here for long. Actually, we have a timer. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, actually, you see it everywhere. There's a timer to say that we went over the 10 minutes. I think I put 10 minutes in the configuration. So it stays in this stage for more than 10 minutes. So that's that's the status today.
All right. So another question is there any fee on payments with the QR codes or tap to pay?
Tap to pay, that's a service from a payment for a provider. So actually, I will answer simpler. All the different payment provider might have fees, that's for sure. So Viva Wallet is a provider. Now for the QR code, I just want to make it. Maybe I wasn't really clear. The QR code is going to the payment page. Behind is all the different acquirers that we had already in Odoo, all the payment providers that you use for your e-commerce or else. It's still the same. You just have to configure them, and they will be made available in that page. So obviously, there might be fee because that's how it works with providers, how they make their business. Yeah.
Okay, we have a third question. Is there an option to pre-order for a specific time to pick up?
Not yet. That's something next. Indeed, that's one of the things we want to add because maybe you want to take away, and that's something we want also. Right now, you need to take away right now because it's the pickup. You order, then you pick up. But indeed, that's something coming. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. How is financial accounting handled in the background? Example, revenue accounts, VAT, cost centers.
It's like before. So really everything is just using what we have already in POS. We are not reinventing the wheel. We are just augmenting the experience of the point of sales. So all the accounting is still using the same mechanism, and it's still it's correct.
Yeah, I see people are typing just right now. A few questions more,
yep.
So let's wait for them to write down.
Okay.
So another question is, as customer, is it possible to the history of orders from previous times?
It is possible. So that was already possible. Well, it has been always possible. You just go to your order here and find the paid. There you can visualize all the orders that you had, and also you can generate invoice. If you have a customer that come after and said, actually I came yesterday, I ate with that many person and I forgot to ask you for an invoice for my expense. You just come here, you find the order, and you hit here, you hit the invoice button and it will generate the invoice. So that's really simple. You can just adding that as well, since I see you can have a QR code on the ticket. If you don't want to really manage the invoice yourself, but you want to give your customer the possibility to generate invoice, you can have a QR code print on the ticket, on the sale ticket, and then when they have time, they scan it. They will go to a portal page where they will be asked to fill all the information, and the invoice will be generated.
All right, we have a question from the chat as well. What about the Belgian black box?
Yeah.
Is it already available?
It's available for all versions. For the last one here, 17, it's the last stage. So by the time, if you are now considering moving to Odoo 17, by the time you move, it will be done. Yeah.
How can we stop anyone edit or delete after order is prepared?
You don't. If it's prepared, you go to the stage. At the end of the stage, you cannot really modify an order. We can. No. If you move, so you can add on top of your order. Yeah. So that's another question. That's the other question about can we delete. So here the question was in the kitchen display. So when you send something to the kitchen, can I actually cancel always all the orders? Well, based on the step, if something is completed, then obviously it was brought to the table, so it cannot be changed. You are asking in the POS. I made an order, so simply here. We'll just exit the edit mode. Not to refrain either to. But yeah, but the order will be marked as cancelled, so you still find it in the backend. Yeah, that's new from this year. Since we had all those kiosks and all those things, we are changing. We have really a status cancel. Now in the backend, you can also actually delete an order that there is a lot of flexibility. Flexibility in Odoo is not also our ambition to refrain people. We know what we do. If you want to cheat, I mean, with a lot of solution on market, you can cheat. Yeah, but then you will still have the order in your backend. So indeed, it will be cancelled here. Indeed, there will be no payment for it, or maybe they will say you pay in cash. They take the cash, but in the backend, it will be there. If they have a control, it's there. It's in your system. You will find an order. There will be an order with a status cancelled. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on because I have a lot of questions.
Indeed, yeah.
So, how to tell the kitchen to start preparation of the next dish?
Oh yeah, this one. That's something I had in my list. Indeed. So I guess the question is, if you are working with different services, like starters, main, dessert, obviously you will get the whole order at once. You might get the whole order at once. And obviously, it would be handy to start sending one after the other. So that's something we'll do as well, that you identify based on the category what are the starters, what are the different service of your meal, so that we can send. For now, it's possible. It's just a bit more manipulation. Is that if I select, obviously here, let's say that was my. Yeah, actually, let's make it like this. I take a temaki as a starter, and I will take lunch as a main. I can still pause from the POS. So here I I double click on it, so I pause the maki. So if I hit order, only the first one is sent to the preparation display. So when you come back to the plan, you see actually on the table that not everything has been sent for preparation. So you can still come back later. You know your room. You see that they are finished. They are done with their starter. Then I come back here, and I prepare it and I send it to the kitchen. So that's possible. Now, what I said just before is that having an easier way, if you really have, different services, and you might have a lot of lines, it can be a bit annoying to double click each of them. So that's something coming as well, that we identify how they are going. They are supposed to be sent to the kitchen.
All right, I see we have a lot of questions, so let's try to go a bit down. The waiter can modify, for example, adding ham in pizza and Odoo recalculate price.
From another, yes.
Okay. Possibility of up and cross-selling.
Yes. So actually with the combo and the variants, that's actually something you can do directly from the POS. Here I don't have an example with the variants, but you could add on the burgers. Could have said there is the small or the big. For €2, let's make it a big one. We can add this. If you add this variant to your burger, then the cashier or the customer that will scan the QR code or go to the kiosk, when he will select the menu, he will be faced with this choice, and so there would be this possibility to make an upsell indeed.
Okay. So dependency on specific hardware on kitchen display, printer, and terminals.
No.
All right.
No. I mean for the preparation, that's also what is great. Is that obviously you can still use a printer, a kitchen printer, and there are compatibilities. Sorry, but with the preparation display, you will see it at the bar. It can be on the big screen. It can be on the tablet. Actually, behind the bar they have tablets. It can be on your phone if you want. It's working on anything that is running a browser.
Okay, so we have a pretty generic question. What about licenses?
Licenses?
Yeah, I would say pretty generic. Maybe I ask you to specify a little bit more in the question,
Yeah,
so let's go to the
maybe.
next one. Is Satispay
Or
from the available payment?
It's a question from you? Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We can hear. I don't know if I have enough cable.
How many licenses should we know or should we need for a point of sale, for example? Each one for one waiter, each
Okay.
for
Yep.
one for the kitchen and for the
Okay.
customers.
Okay, so the question is how many licenses do we need for the point of sale, talking about the different employees, like the waiters, the people in the kitchen, and so on. So how do we organize, how we distribute the licenses?
There is no licenses. So maybe I don't get the question right, but I'm really sorry.
Opa.
Because if it's software license, I can tell that already. Most of the things you've seen here are open source.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a user ID. I have to pay for my user ID because I am on an enterprise installation of Odoo. How many users
The user, the backend user.
How
you
many
mean?
users does she
Oh
need?
yeah, okay, sorry. So that's it's still the same mechanism. So the mechanism that we have in the POS for already many years is that you can use employees. So yeah, the question, I will first give the context. So indeed, for Odoo, you need at some point, if you have many apps, you will start paying by user. just it's like $25, and you have access to all the app, but it's $25 per month per user. That was the question. With the restaurant, with all the things, if I have many person in my restaurant, like if I work with students, do I have to pay for the students and how to organize? Because I don't know when I'll have those guys. I might not need also this account always. That's a mechanism we put already in the point of sale for many years, that you can use employees. So you don't pay for it. You will give access to certain employees directly to the POS. They cannot see the backend. They cannot go into your accounting because it's just for the POS, and you don't pay for it. Yeah.
So another question, is Satispay from the available payments in the platform?
Sorry, I didn't get.
Is Satispay from the available payment platform?
Payment platform? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next question
Okay.
then. Which features are enterprise and which are community?
For the moment, the preparation display is the only one that is in enterprise.
All right. Who's the acquirer for Tap to Pay?
Tap to Pay is Viva Wallet. Viva Wallet, I don't know if you've seen it in the... Yeah, actually, it's not written. You see the W, but it's not written in old, so it's Viva Wallet, yes.
Okay. Is there possibility to use multi-POS? Multi-POS?
Multiple POS, yeah.
All
Like
right.
before.
All
Like
right.
before, you can run a restaurant, you can run a shop if you want at the same time. You can have a kiosk and self-order at the same time. Like, I mean, you have a restaurant and you have the grocery, let's say the épicerie. I don't have the word in English, but this grocery side where you are selling food. Then yeah, you could run all those things, different config. It's really flexible, like always. That was already there before.
Next one is half in French, so you better take a
Okay.
look.
Half in French. Okay. Can we add option in a product? Like meat? The cooking temperature. So yeah, that was already there. It's a type of variant. You have those variants that don't actually create variants. It was already there. So you can just add this attribute to your product. And the same way, when you will select the product or the product inside the combo, then you will be asked to select the right choice, the choice for you. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Will there be deferred access rights for the waiters? Example, we have received feedbacks from clients in Mexico. The waiter can create an order, send to the kitchen, and afterwards delete the products.
And delete the product? Delete the product?
Delete, yeah, cancel the products.
Cancel the order, I guess. There are two ways. If you are deleting an order that you send to the kitchen to preparation and it's not finished, everything will be cancelled. So you will see it directly in your preparation display. You will see everything being cancelled. The other thing is what I said earlier, that in your backend you will still see the order, but in cancel status.
Okay, can you pay online afterwards?
Afterwards? Well, you know, if you go to a kiosk, you make your order, you cannot really delay the payment. I mean, maybe there are two choices to pay later. Either you put the kiosk, for instance, as I showed you earlier, you just don't precise any payment method, so it will be pay at the cashier. Then you can go to the cashier, and the cashier can suggest you to pay online, or you can actually use something that I didn't say in my presentation, but it's pay after meal. So here we kind of seen a scenario where as a customer, I had to pay to get my meal. Either I pay online directly and then my order is placed. Either I place and then I come to the counter, and since I have to pay, the guy will say, first pay, then I give you the meal. But there is the option to pay at the end of the meal. so that you scan, and that works for table. Only you scan the QR code, and you can add to your order as the evening is going, and then at the end you go, either you pay still with the self order, you will have the button to pay, or you go to the cashier and you pay at the cashier.
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, it depends the provider that you select. That's the idea. The QR code that we made is just we added something to what we have already for e-commerce, that this page that suggests you the different provider that you are offering to your customer. So obviously, if you choose a provider that support Apple Pay, then obviously your customer will be able to pay with Apple Pay. It's really, we are not making any payment. Odoo is not suggesting any. It's not becoming an intermediary of payment or something like that. It's really, we are basing ourselves on what we have already, what is working well for the rest of Odoo is those many integration we have with payment providers.
All right, let's move to the next one. Can two POS share a single cash register?
Why would you do that? That's actually something that now we have prevented, because before actually as you know, we don't really forbid things. We leave the flexibility, but we end up in this situation. There are a few people ending up in this situation where one cash register was shared in two POS. The problem is that both POS will ask you to make the cash opening, so count all the cash in the cash drawer. Then you enter everything in your POS, and then maybe the other one finish the day, he make the close, and then you come back and your POS is asking you to count the drawer. So you will have miscalculation, and I would believe that your accounting would be messed up if you if you wanted to share one cash register between two POS. So
Okay. So for
I
the
would not
picking,
recommend.
for the picking by the client, is it possible to link beepers to say to the customer that the order is ready?
To link what?
Link beepers.
Beepers? Beepers. We didn't try this integration. We really focus on having this digital experience. We didn't make a lot of. We actually didn't make any integration with service. So yes, it should be possible. It will require a bit of integration with a beeper, but that's possible.
If you have a combo consisting of food and drinks, different tax categories, are the taxes calculated and shown correctly on the bill?
Yes. So for this, we are basing ourselves on the proportion of each product inside the combo, because that's the tricky part. You have food that have a different tax than drinks, and since you are offering both at a reduced price, then you want to make sure that the different the different taxes are well calculated. So we're basing ourselves on the sales price, the original sales price of this product. We see the distribution based on the bundle price, and we calculate the tax this way.
Okay. How does a waiter know if a table is still waiting for food?
You saw it. So as I said, so here, for example, let me just do that. Like here, I'm preparing an order. Here, I'll do that. Voilà, to show you the different status. So in black, I have all the tables that already orders. Everything has been sent to the kitchen. So, but they still have to pay. That's the black one. In red, but it looks like orange here. In red is actually I've selected. I just took the order. Sorry. But I didn't send anything to the kitchen, so it's just reminding me that there is something that is really waiting for my attention. And this one is the one we seen earlier with the blue bubble. It's saying that I have one product that hasn't been sent yet to the kitchen. And each time you see the number is the number of item related to the color. So 1 not sent for the blue, 2 not sent for the red one. So yes,
Is it possible to give discounts?
yes, like before.
Okay.
You can have per line discount, global discount. You still have all those loyalty programs as well, cross-channel with e-commerce. So yeah.
So for the moment, this is the last one. When you print order in the kitchen and then you cancel the order, sending cancel to the kitchen, what appear on the cancel print?
If you print a ticket, then the printer will print a cancel ticket, a cancellation ticket. So it's really the same thing. In the preparation display, we didn't try to reinventing the wheel. We wanted to give the same experience. Is I place an order. I send a preparation ticket to the preparation display. If I have a cancellation, then I will show it on the right ticket. If I send a new order, a preparation order to the kitchen, it will be a new ticket. It's really like, when you send to the kitchen, you have those paper that came out and you put it on your bump bar. It's really the same thing. The one generally on the left is the oldest one, and you go and then you remove and you move your ticket forward and you manage everything like this. Yeah.
All right, I think we have no more questions.
Cool. We still have 5 minutes.
How is the synchronization between POS?
Synchronization between POS? No, it's instant. So I don't know if that's the
Maybe
person behind this question more technical or not, but it's using WebSocket, so it's really instant. If you change something on one side, you see it. You see it in the preparation display. You see it in the kiosk. Actually, here there is also something really nice that we added here in the info of the product. You can just show, say this product is now out of stock, and now everywhere. If I go to my I obviously, which one did I? It's. Yeah, cool. Okay, live demonstration. I like it, but you can manage it from here directly for all the different products.
So we have the last question. Is it possible to use offline?
So something interesting about this one, because we always say POS is working offline. It's still something integrated with your accounting, so you want support to have a connection. But the idea is it's resilient to losing connection. That's for sure. So you can start the POS, it will load the product, then you lose connection. It will keep on going because we really want to support you in completing sales and not blocking and saying, "Oh no, I don't have internet, I cannot do anything anymore." We have the logic to calculate tax. Everything is there. It's just that. No, you might be limited. You might have limited functionalities because since you don't have a connection, you cannot generate an invoice. There might be some hardwares that require also this connection, like payment terminals, that needs to actually discuss with their servers, their own servers. So yes, the POS is resilient to a connection gap. But it might be, yes, with limited functionalities. Actually, we made it more clear also this year. We changed it a bit, yeah.
That's it for the session. Thank you for the questions.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, and thanks everyone.